Welcome to our Teaching and Learning with Digital Resources course. And this week, in week 5, we will be talking about how to flip, how to blend our learning environments. And as we all know, we are now fighting against coronavirus, and many of the organizations and schools and also sectors moved their learning. Academies or learning resources to online repositories. And if you want to flip our learning environments, it would be a better thing, a better idea to choose one of the learning management systems throughout the catalog. So we have so many options, but today I will be talking about the well-known and also some free ones. But of course, when you talk to your organization or institution, you will be offered some other options, which can be paid ones like Blackboard or Canvas. But as we all know, we are having this course through Moodle, and this is also a free version that many people can use and create courses. So let's start. We want to flip our learning environment. So we need to have a repository where we can move our learning resources, and then we are going to create um, a learning environment, but this won't be a physical one, this will be a virtual one. So we have so many options, as I said before. So to flip our learning environment, first of all, we can use Edmodo. This is a kind of Facebook, and many of us know Edmodo as the Facebook of education, because it's very easy to use it, and it's very easy to create a course in class on Edmodo, as we all did in other Web2 tools and learning management systems. We need to have an account, first of all. And if you know me, you know that I always use my Google account. So you can see my Gmail account here, and I can just sign in and see my classes. And I've been using Edmodo for a very long time for my private courses and also for my classes at university. So you can see on the left-hand side, these are my classes in Turkish. I'm sorry, I didn't change the language here, but these are my classes, and I have created many classes, and you can see them here. And when you click on all classes, you can see the whole list of classes that you created throughout your trial or use of Edmodo. So let's get back to main page again. This is the main page here. And if you want to create another class, you all need to do is just to click on the three dots, and create a classroom is at the top of the list. So when you want to create a class, you need to name it first, and then there are some other things that you need to fill, and you can also pick a color for that. And then when you click on create, you created, that means you created your classroom. And when you create your classroom, it will be seen like this, and there is a class code here. It's the same in Google Classroom as well. And when you want to share your class with your students, you need to just click here, and you need to use your classroom code. And because I just closed this one, let me show. I'm not the main teacher in this class. I'm sorry. So let's go back. Let me see. For example, this one is mine. Okay, and here I want to share my class code with you, but it says here it is locked, because I can lock my classroom whenever all my students get into it. So I can lock it whenever I want. So if I want to um, open it, turn it on again, I can just copy this classroom code, and when my students get into Edmodo, they can use that code, class code, and be a participant in my classroom as well. So how can I use this? As I told you before at the beginning, this is the virtual version of my learning resources and my learning environment. So if I want to share something with my students, it's just like Facebook. Just write it here, okay? So let's say, welcome to my classroom, to my classroom. And when you want to share it, just send it here. You can add many add-ons like files, images, or you can add something from your library. As you see, there is a library here, and you can upload all your resources, and whenever you want to use it, you can just send it from here, and you can send some gifts and other things. So this is the message button. If you want to share something, you can just click on this one. Or if you want to, this is, as I told you before, this is a classroom. So you can create homework, assignments, and you will have a grade book here as well. So when you want to see the participants, also there will be some grade books if you shared some homework with your students. Let me check other classes. This is not a one that I use for grading. For example, here is my another classroom, and you can see there are a lot of things that I can see here. My students share their tasks here. Let's check one of them. Okay, this is the assignment part. And you see there are some things that let me know that it is a late assignment. So because it's been a long time that we checked this one. And also I can see the calendar here if there's any assignments given. And if I want to check my classes again, I can see here. And on the web page, if I want to, I'm sorry, on the pages, if I want to share something with my students, like homework, I can easily share any homework with my students. Let's see this one, for example. Here I can create an assignment with my students, and I can also create a quiz with my students for a good feedback activity. So that would be another choice that I can use here on Edmodo. So let's talk about with another option, and this is a paid one. This is Blackboard, and we changed the name of it to Marian in our university. And I have a welcome page for my students, and I did it with on Google, and these are B strips and by strips, and I can create a very nice classroom atmosphere here. And there are a lot of things that I can share with my students. As you see, these are announcements, homework, and some discussions, grades. Yeah, you see here are the grades, so let's check them very quickly. And as you see, all the grades are given here, and I can assign homework or any task to my students by using this learning management system, which is actually Blackboard. And I can create a lot of classes here, but because I'm using the institutional account here, these classes are the ones that I am assigned to give. So I'm giving some courses on scientific research and also some courses on English. Let's check this one. And as you see, there is also another welcome page for this one. And there are some courses, and I created some modules for this one. And each module represents a unit. And to make the learning management system more trackable, I put the date stamps on each day, so it will be very easy to navigate through the course. So let's check one of them. It's on Wednesday, And as you see, here is the title of the unit, and there is a welcoming part, and also some before the lesson activities, and we're going to do the lesson, what we're going to do during the lesson. And of course, there are some after the lesson activities, because as I told you, when we want to blend or flip the learning environment, we need to add some before and after lesson activities, as we usually do in our face-to-face learning environments. So we have all these activities here, and we embedded some videos that can make it easier to follow the courses in online learning environments. Also, there are some discussions part here. They can discuss whatever they want. Of course, we sometimes control them, and sometimes we just lead them in their discussions. And this is another one, as I told you. And the last one, which is also a free one, it is the Google Classroom version. And I used it a lot for my private courses, and also for the courses that I'm going to give for English language teachers at Turkish German University. And for example, this is for our class, 8M Prep School. This is for English Preparatory School. And we're just using this Google Classroom account to share extra activities for our students. But you can create a course as well here. And let's see this one. This is a blank one, actually. I didn't post anything here, but you can post anything that you want. For example, if you want, you can post some exams, and you can also check the grades here. And these are the classroom activities you can create. When you look at the classroom activities, you can click on the create button, which is blue one with a plus icon. And when you want to create something, there comes the drop down menu. It says homework, test, question, material, or the others, and also a subject. So I can create whatever I want here. And when I assign this to my students, and when they finish it, I can see it on the grades part. So these three items can be used to flip our learning environments. And also, let me remind you that there are much more web tools and websites. So there are many more of them. So please check the other options and try to choose the one that will fit to your learning environment. And that's all. Thank you so much. Enjoy your lesson. Bye bye.